Hello everyone, my name is Almighty and today we are going to do the 11th lesson of our course, that is HTML frames. Today we are going to study how frames are created and what are the basic uses of frame in our own website and how we can allocate it to our own website. So guys, let's start our topic of the day. HTML frames are used to divide your browser window into multiple sections, where each section can load a separate HTML document. A collection of frames in the browser window is known as a frame set. The window is divided into frames in a similar way the tables are organized into rows and columns. What do you mean by this? We have seen that a browser is divided into multiple screens or multiple types. These are known as frames. So to create that we need the following code that we will do ahead. And what are the uses of that? Basically that you can display many contents in the same single tab, so you don't need to go somewhere else to display something else. Like you can display the address information in a side simple frame, or you can display any other contact information here there only, and you don't need to go somewhere else. So these are the basically the main uses of the frames that we apply to our website. So moving forward, let's see how to create a frame. To use frames on a web page, we use frame set tag instead of a body tag. Means in frames, then we do not need to use the body tag, we use the frame set tag. The frame set tag defines how to divide the window into frames. The rows attributes of frame set tag defines horizontal frames, and calls attribute defines vertical frames. These are the things that you will apply ahead and get to know about how we use these. Each frame is indicated by fname, then tag frame by frame tag, and is defined which HTML document shall open into the frame. We can make for targeted frames also. We can give the frames a name and target them with the links also. So these are the basically uses of creating a frame. Let's see with this simple example. Following is the example to create 3 horizontal frames. Let's see how we can create 3 horizontal frames. First we write doctype HTML, then we write HTML tag, then we write head tag, then we write title HTML frames title close, head tag close. Then we don't write the body tag in this frame, but we start with the frame set. Frame set rows is equals to 10%, 80%, 10%. Means we are dividing the complete horizontal frames into 10%, 80% and 10%. So this is the benefit of giving the percentage, and you can even use the px value or the asterisk value. Means these are the other default values that you can use to define the space, that we will talk later. Then we need to define the frame name. Means you have given 3 frames, now you need to specify the frame names of these, and also the source from where it will get its own data. So you need to give frame name is equals to top, it's the first frame name, source is equals to this, then you need to close this. Then you need to define again frame name is equals to main, source is equals to this. Now you need to define frame name is equals to bottom, source is equals to this. Then you need to write means you can close the frame set directly, or you can write all this content also no frames. Then you can again inside that you can use the body tag. Body tag, your browser does not support frames, body tag close. Then we can write no frames, then this is a property only. Then we can write we can close the frame set property that we have started here, now we are closing here. Then we can close the HTML, this is the root element. By this the complete code has been written, and you can run this over your own browser. You just need to make another these sources also, so that and save the content, so that the content will be displayed in the horizontal frames. This is the main use. Otherwise, if you don't save the these 3 documents and directly use this, then no content will be displayed over your frames. So let's give it a try in your own editor and see how the output is different. Let's see this also. This is also example of frame only. This in this we use columns property. Like here we used a rows property, means here we are giving 3 vertical frames. Let's see this. Doc type HTML, HTML tag, then head tag, title, HTML frames, title close, head close, frame set calls equals to 25%, 50%, comma 25%. Then again we need to define the name. Frame name is equals to left, source this. Frame name is equals to center, source this. Frame name is equals to right, source this. No frames, body, your browser does not support frames, body close, no frames closed, frame set close, and then HTML close. This is the root element and it's closed, and now your code is ready to execute. So now you can execute it. What will be the output of this? 3 vertical frames of space, 25%, 50% and 25% will be displayed, and these are the name like left, center and right, and these are the 3 sources of these 3 vertical frames. So have a look of it, and you can run this over your own editor and try it. So let's start about frame set tag attribute. Following are the important attributes of the frame set tag. Attribute description: columns. It specifies how many columns are contained in the frame set and the size of each column. You can specify the width of each column in one of the 4 ways. Absolute values that I told you, like in pixels, like 100, 500, 100. These are defined in pixels. Or in percentage, means the percentage value. Total we have counting total of 100%, so we describe as 10%, 80%, 10%. So it contains of total 100%. Or a wildcard symbol, that was the asterisk I was talking about, the left of space. Like if you are defining in 10% and we are using 10%, and total how many percentage is left, it will be covered by the middle one. So we use calls equals to 10%, comma asterisk, comma 10%. So obviously the thing is it will cover total 80% in the middle. So these are use of the wildcard symbol. Now talking about the border property, the attribute specifies the width of the border of each frame in pixels. We can apply the border property by border is equals to 5. A value of 0 means no border. So this is the border property. Frame border, the attribute specifies whether a 3-dimensional border should be displayed between frames. The attribute takes values either 0 or 1. 1 means yes, 0 means no. How we use it? We use it frame border is equals to 0. These are the properties that you need to try yourself and give see how the output is there. So these were the topics that we needed to cover in this lesson. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.